Hello Libras, how are you today? I'm going to go ahead and pull a really beautiful spread for you. The next 3, 6, and 9 months from the Rose Oracle. Okay. Divine guides, spirit, ancestors, please give us clear messages from our fine Libras. Fine, and better with time. Aren't we all? Of course. The Mystic Rose, the next 3. The Crowning, the next 6. The Return, the next 9. And the Temple of the Rose. Alright. And then I had the Thorn at the bottom of the deck. I want to read this to you. Protection, boundaries, clear communication. I feel like we need to hear this first, which is crazy because it was last, but it's fine. We're gonna go ahead and read it. The Thorn. Jesus, she is gorgeous. Just set in her divine power over this rose with the thorns kind of cradling the petals in this card. It's really beautiful. I'd like for you to see it. And she is just, she knows exactly what she wants. She knows exactly what she's protecting. She is just in that power. Alright, the Thorn. Where are you? Strange. I cannot find it. Okay, let's find it in the index. Where is it? Oh my goodness. I'm not even seeing it in this. I'm not even seeing it in here. In the index. Here it is. Hidden in plain sight. That has been a message for me for a while. If something has been hidden in plain sight for you, open your eyes, look around, take a second, third, fourth look at everything before you decide to do something, or before you decide to call it quits, or, before you, just don't assume. Don't assume, especially when it comes to something that you're looking for. It could be right in front of you and you don't even know it. Okay, that's been happening to me quite a lot. My intuition has been higher, so in the physical it's been a lot more silly, I would say, to detect things that normally wouldn't be as hard to detect, just because when you lean more into one realm, it's almost like you're leaving another. It's kind of strange. If that resonates with you, please leave a comment down below or like this video. I would love that. I hope everyone is doing well. Alright, we have found the Thorn. Protection, boundaries, clear communication. The rose is the queen of all flowers. Her soft and often fragrant bloom takes our breath away from the near and far. A bridge between heaven and earth. We were just talking about that. She has the capacity to act as a portal to our true selves and call our soul more fully into our body. She leaves us in awe, allowing us to experience heaven on earth for a very precious moment. But the rose is not all gentle and soft. In fact, most roses are armored with spiky thorns and prickles of various shapes and sizes. The sharp protectors act like knights defending their queen, clearly setting the necessary boundary and conditions for her to do what she was born to do. We are all like the rose. So often we don't get taught how important clear communication and loving boundaries are to our relationships. When we're not clear on our needs, when we don't communicate them, when we don't take responsibility for them, it's impossible for others to give us what we need. This often results in a breakdown in the relationship. Communicating our needs and establishing our boundaries allows not just us to feel safe, but those we're in relationship with to feel safe too. This card delivers the message of the importance of clear communication, boundaries, and taking responsibility for our needs. To be clear with others, we must first be clear with ourselves and then communicate this to our loved ones and the world. Soul inquiry. What loving boundaries are you being called to establish? How are you being called to communicate clearly to those you are in a relationship with? That was beautiful. Okay. So your next 3 months, the Mystic Rose. Look at that. She kind of reminds me of like Mother Mary or something. Compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. Really dive into nature. Really heed that calling that is coming to you. Lately, I've been called to a lot of water. It is really hot right now, but I feel as if even when I'm inside, I'm being called to the water more so than anything else right now. This looks like a lot of light to me and a lot of nature. Maybe you're being called to the light. Maybe you've been going through some dark places, and this card, this Mystic Rose here, is going to shed a little bit of light on what is going to come next. Okay, fear not, Libra. The crowning. Initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table. That's your seat at the table. Okay, the next 6 months. Your life could be changing drastically. You could be feeling very spiritually heightened, very different than you normally do. You could be having a lot of spiritual downloads, a lot of choices being made that's going to release a lot of emotion. Not only, I mean, look at this. There's a woman and then there's a baby at the bottom, and then it's almost like the baby's being held up by some sort of water force, connected by this rose to the woman. Okay, releasing and then upheaving all of the greatness that you have reaped, right? Okay, that's really beautiful. And she's just in that energy, just embracing it. And there's hands holding this baby too. Her hands are on her face, but there are these other hands that are holding this baby up. Okay. Whatever this is, if you're not going to have a baby, or if you've been working towards a lot right now, I don't see you doing this alone. Whether it's just your own soul recognition or whether it's your spiritual awakening, I see somebody guiding you. Whether it's your ancestors, spirit guides, your intuition, something is really cradling. So you're not alone. Something is really there with you, cradling this new coming, this crowning, this baby, this beginning, this rebirth, okay? The return, a new story, you decide, alignment, it's coming together. Look at that. They're aligned. They're completely aligned, okay? And this first card, she was by herself. This one is like her transforming. It's almost like one silhouette transforming into another, coming into this rose, into this bloom. Now notice, like in these cards, the rose is almost in the same spot because there's some growth, but there's not one, there's two. And now the rose is at the top. It's like this major transformation. Major transformation, okay? Are you hearing me? Are you with me? You're with me. I know you are. Then the temple of the rose. Now there's 3 roses here. okay? There's actually more than 3 whenever you look really closely, a bunch of different shadows, but there's 3 women. There's 3 women here, and it's all different parts of herself. And in the background, there's a lot of Egyptian hieroglyphics. There's a lot of, like, it is truly a temple, but I'm seeing like Egypt. So there's a tie to Egypt here. Ancient power, expression, activation, scarlet codes. Notice her ensemble here with the red, the scarlet. You know, it's the same woman, but she's in different poses throughout each stage, and she's joined by more than one position. She's joined by more than one stage. It's all a part of this huge transformation. Come into your temple. Find yourself in this, and just be what you want to be. Don't be afraid to shift. Don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to imagine. Don't be afraid to study. I'm really hearing like you need to study. Meditation. I'm guilty of that myself. 11:11 on the timer. I probably need to meditate a little bit more to try to gain more balance with my work and my life and my creativity. But yeah, I mean, that's just, that it is what it is. Let's pull let's pull some tarot. I would love to pull some tarot for you. Especially because of these cards. This Mystic Rose really made me want to come to pulling some tarot for you. All right. Okay, Spirit, what do my Libras need to know so that we can end this reading lightly? Light and clear. Light and clear. That's another thing. There's a lot of light in there, and a lot of ancient connection. Spirit, what does this have to do with for my Libras, other than us needing to meditate a little bit more? 7 of Swords. Quit pretending like it's not going to help. Don't turn your back on rituals that could aid in your success. Don't heed them to be silly in order to excuse them from your day-to-day. Okay. All right. I have been getting this card over and over. 5 of Swords. You're overcoming these battles, your inner battles, the things that are holding you back. You're overcoming them as if they don't matter. You're just picking up the swords and you're like, well, guess I won that one again. Okay, guess I won again. Let's keep going. All right. So you're overcoming. You're leveling up constantly, consistently, with these ancient codes, ancient wisdom and knowledge. You're leveling up, but I feel like there's something that you're not seeing, and you might need to meditate so that you can learn a little bit more about what you yearn for, okay? Queen of Cups. Okay. You're looking at this chalice now. You're looking at it like, I know exactly what I need to do. Okay, what else? What else do we have? Wheel of Fortune. My deck is upside down. What do you know? I don't know how that happens. It always happens. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. That is always great. You're coming into this new journey. And then look at the bottom. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. There could be like I said, like maybe you're not going to do this alone. Maybe there is a soul calling that is tied to you, that in order to gain this real, true, heartfelt abundance, or kind of dive into, like, dip your toes in the water of this open heart feeling. Maybe there's somebody that's coming in to give you that. That's what I'm getting. That's kind of weird. I don't usually get that from that card, but oh, what did we do? Okay. I'm getting a new deck today, and I'm really excited to do a reading on that as soon as I get it in. Probably be another one today. What else do we got, Spirit, for this journey? Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're leaving behind all the BS that you don't need, okay? Or you're moving on. You're moving on to another mountain. There's two mountains here, and there's water in between both. He's already on this other piece of land, so I'm assuming that, you know, appearing to me with the sun and the moon, there's two different dimensions almost. Just like how there are two different islands on one of each side of like a river, or like, you know, separated by water, separated by emotion, separated by levels of different insight, different enlightenment. Okay, you're moving on to this next stage. You're just like, yeah, I stack those cups. Yep, they're there, and we're leaving them right as they will be because we have another mountain to tackle. Okay, all right. So, sorry, I got real creative with my outfit today because the shirt's way too long, and I'm just gonna do whatever I want. I got to, oh my goodness. They did not come out together in my hand. They did not. They're you guys, whoever you are, or whoever this divine person is that's supposed to do this soul call with you or come out and pull open that curtain in your room and just let in that light. They are your divine counterpart. They are the person that that will help you come into this new level, this new journey. That's so beautiful, Libra. Oh my gosh. If I get the King of Cups, I'm gonna freak out. Gonna freak out. Alright, this reading's getting a little bit long, and my device might not hold all of this, so let's... The Empress. Whether you are a divine feminine, divine masculine, I mean, everyone has their feminine and masculine, but this Empress, I mean, she's just waiting. She's just waiting around, you know. She knows that the achievement is coming. She's just waiting, just chilling, hanging out. This is you, okay? You're in the right place. Just keep going. Just keep going, Libra. I'm going to end this reading here. I love you so, so much, and I hope that you enjoy the sunshine, and I hope that you guys go get wet, take a dip, go swimming, do whatever your heart desires, that calling from nature, okay? I love you. Bye.